Okay, this is another exercise on business warehouse data modeling. In this exercise, we will learn how to create data store object and InfoCube. Okay, the scenario is that of the same as that of the bike company, which has developed a data model to support sales planning and reporting, and they are now ready to create a data store object to hold sales data details and an InfoCube for reporting from aggregated sales data. Okay, so you will learn how to create a data store object and InfoCube. Okay, to do that, first of all, we have to log in to our SAP. So let me log in. So I log in to Belfast. And then I type in RSA1. Okay, RSA1, that takes me to the data warehouse workbench. Okay, data warehouse workbench. Now I have to find out my space here. Remember Lamar 2012. Okay, so do not go for any other Lamar. You have a Lamar here, you have a Lamar somewhere else. Okay, don't go for any of these. Come to Lamar 2012. That's our info provider. Okay, so you come to Lamar 2012, and this is, see, there is another Lamar S10. We don't want that. We want to come to Lamar 2012. So let me come to Lamar 2012. Okay, come to info objects. Okay, info objects, and then you can see from here Lamar 2012. So come here to Lamar 2012, click on here, and LU001 is my login. So you choose your login. You have been given a login, so you choose your login. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. First, we will create the data store object. Okay. Okay, so how do I proceed? I click info provider in the modeling navigation pane and find Lamar MU80 info provider. So I come here, I get into info provider. Okay, I see Lamar 2012 here, so I get into that and see this is the MU80. Okay, MU80 is our root, remember, so we get into that. Okay, now what I have to do is right click your info area and choose create data store object. So my info area is 001, yours would be different, and then you have to create data store object. So let me go down and see, this is how I do, create data store object. Okay, so I come here, I choose LU001, mine is 001, you will use your own number, do not use LU001. Okay, so I right click, I create data store object. Okay, and then what do I have to put in? I have to put in MU80, that's the same for everybody, D1NN. So I put in MU80 D1, NN for me is 01. Okay, because I'm 001, so NN is 01 for me, the last two digit. Okay, and then I have to put in the description as root NN. NN is the last two digit of my login by company sales data. Okay, so I put in MU80, NN for me is 01. For me, if you are 008, it will be 08 for you. So by company sales data. Make sure you do not use my ID. Okay, since I am doing MU8001, you don't do MU8001. You do whatever your login ID is, the last two digit of that, and then you create. Okay, so now I come here, and from here you will see the edit data store object screen. Okay, there are several ways to add info objects, so let's see how we can do that. What I have to do is I have to okay, let me first show you the tree display thing. See, this is the tree display. I can just hide it and it will become like this. Okay, or I can just display it. Either way it works. So let me hide it, and then what I have to do is I have to click on the info object catalog. Okay, so let me click on the, see, look at this, this is the info object catalog. So I click on that, I get that. Okay, so what I have to do now is I have to open the characteristics folder. Okay, and I have to open the characteristics folder, and then from there I have to drag the material characteristics to the key fields. So I open the okay, I selected that, then I open the characteristics folder, and then I have to drag the material to the key field. Okay, material to the key field, so I just drag it from here to the key field. Let's see what happened, and you see the material got added to the key fields. You could have also right click, copy, and come here and click on this, and you can right click and you can insert. Okay, once you copy you can insert, or you can drag and drop. So I've done that. So I have dragged the material to the key field. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm repeating the process for key figure catalog. Okay, to add revenue and sales quantity to the data fields. Revenue and sales quantity to the data field. So to do that, I have to go to info object catalog again, and then I have to click on the key figures. I have to choose that, and I have key figures here. I have to drag and drop the sales quantity and revenue to the data fields, right? To the data fields. Yeah. So I can just, I'll show you how to copy and paste. I'll copy, I come to the data fields, I insert. Okay, I also can just drag and drop it to the data fields. It goes in. You can also see that the base unit of measurement and the currency key also came in. Okay, now then what I have to do is I have to go to all object catalogs, and I have to find out distribution channel and sales organization to the key field. Okay, to the key fields. So let me see, like I have the sales organization here, and I have the distribution channel to the key fields, and where from I will find them, the distribution channel and by company, the sales organization. I can find it. I will not be able to find it from here. Okay, because this shows my characteristics and key figures that I created last time. It won't be available from here. I have to go to all info objects. Okay, let me go to all info objects. It's working. From there I have to, I see three things: characteristics, time characteristics, and key figure. So I will get it from the characteristics, but I have to search for it. So I'll search for it. It's 0 then DISTR underscore CHAN, distribution channel, and I go here I have to add that to the data fields, right? Distribution channel and sales organization, I have to add it to the data field. Sorry, key field. I have to add the distribution channel and sales organization to the key fields. So let me come and see if I can get distribution channel. Okay, I got distribution channel when I search for it, so I have to copy it and add it to the key fields. Remember, not the data fields but the key fields. So I inserted it to the key field, and also I have to now search for the sales organization, which is MU0 SALORG. Okay, and I have to now search for it. So I got that, and I have to add it to the key field now. So I right click, I copy, and I come to the key field, I insert, I got it in the key fields. Okay, so now I have I think I have. Why are there so many other distribution channels have come in? Let me just delete them. Okay, I just don't need this GI thing. Somehow it got copied. I'm sorry about that. You won't have it, so don't worry. So I'll just remove this distribution channel. Okay, so I need to have material by company, distribution channel, and sales organization. So material by company, distribution channel, sales organization. So far so good. I don't know, maybe I copied them, those extra things, so I removed them. You may not have it, so don't worry. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to get to time characteristics folder. Okay, and then I have to add 0 calendar day to key fields and add calendar month to and calendar year to the data fields. Okay, so cal day to the key fields. So let me go back, and I will go back, and in time characteristics, let me open and see if I can find it. Yeah, I have to add cal day to the key fields, right? So I copy it, I come here in the key fields, I insert it, and then I have to add cal month to the data fields. And what else do I have to do? Cal month to and cal year, calendar year. So calendar year, where is my calendar year? Here, I add that to my data field. Okay. Okay, so I'm here now. Okay, now I have to right click on data fields and choose on info object direct input to add discount. Okay, so I come to the data field, I add info object direct input, and I would like to add discount, which is MU0 DSCNT. Okay, and I add it, discount for the bike company. Okay. So after that, I have to activate my DataStore object. So I will now, okay, I added that. In order to add that, I have to enter, and I have to now activate my DataStore object. So it's getting activated. Let it work on activation. After activation, what happens is I click the icon to show the info provider tree display, and your DataStore object should now appear in your info area. You have to take a screenshot and you have to paste it in your Word document, and your DataStore object is now ready. Okay, so it is still working. So you can see that DataStore object D101 01 is my login number, has been successfully activated. So I now hide the tree, and you can see that I have, this is my DataStore object. Do you see that MU8001? This is my DataStore object, and it's created within my info area, which is LU001. So I now have to take a screenshot of this and paste it to a Word document. Okay. Okay, so this is my screenshot number 1. All of you with me? So I'm done with number 1. Half of my assignment is done. Now I will be creating a InfoCube. Okay, in order to create a InfoCube, I have to click info area and choose create InfoCube. So I go to info area, mine is 001. I right click and I choose create InfoCube. Okay, now I have to name it. How do I name it? I name it as root R1NN. So root is MU80, R1, NN is 01. Okay, and then I describe it as root NN by company reporting. So this is root NN, okay, bike company reporting, and I choose standard InfoCube from here, and then I just create. Okay, so I come here, I create. Okay, now what do I have to do? After I created the InfoCube, I can toggle the same way the info provider tree. I can do that, and then I click on dimension 1 and I can choose properties from menu. So let me just click on the toggle tree here and get rid of that. I choose dimension, I right click, and oh no, sorry, what do I have to do is I have to within dimensions I have to right click on dimension 1 and choose properties from the menu. And if you look at this, within dimensions, this is dimension 1. So I right click on this and I choose properties from the menu. And then I have to change it and name it to material. I name it material. Okay, and I click enter, and then I will create new dimensions and I will enter cells as the description. So material is fine. Okay, then I dimensions, I create new dimensions, and dimension 2 I will change it to cells, and I will create it. Okay, so I change it to cells and I create it. So I have this now. Then let's see what I have to do next. Similar to the previous step, use your DataStore object as a template to help add info objects to your InfoCube. So I have to choose my DataStore object, which was D1001, as my template. Okay, so let's see how I can choose my template. This is my DataStore object, so I click on that and you will see this is my D101 DataStore object. So I say yes, and I have chosen my DataStore object as my template. Okay, I just clicked on the DataStore object. Now what do I have to add? Okay, I have to drag all the info objects in my data store object, okay, except calendar day. So let me see what I have here. I have okay, so I need to drag all info objects in my data store object except calendar day into the appropriate dimension or key figure folder in my InfoCube. Okay, so my key fields are except calendar day. Okay, so within material I will have material, distribution channel and sales organization goes under sales. Okay, so let me do this. Let's see here. Material I copy and I paste it in material. Okay, insert it in material. Then distribution channel and sales organization goes to sales. Okay, I don't need calendar day. Then what do I have to do with data fields? Okay, now I go back here and I see that within time, okay, within time I will have calendar month, calendar year and calendar year per month. So within calendar month, calendar year and calendar year per month. So calendar month I copy and I paste it in time. Calendar year I copy, I paste it in time. I do not have calendar month per year here, so I have to look for it elsewhere. Okay, I'm just looking at things that I have right now and putting it there. So I have calendar month, calendar year, but I don't have calendar per month. I will have to look for that. Okay, what else do I need to do? I have all the key figures like sales quantity, revenue, discount, net sales, cost of goods sold. So I have here within key figures I have nothing, so I have to bring them. The key figures would be quantity from the data field goes to the key figures. Okay, revenue from the data field goes to the key figures. Discount goes to the key figures. Okay, I have to have two more things: cost of goods sold and net sales. Cost of goods sold and net sales, which I do not have. So I have to look for these three things now. Calendar month. So let me choose calendar month now, but I cannot find it from here, so I have to go to all info objects. Okay, and then within time I need to find out calendar month. Okay, so I have calendar month here. I need this one only, so I copy and I bring it to the time and I just insert it. Okay, so that's what I needed. I needed cal month 2, cal month and cal year. I'm done with that, and then I have to have net cells mu0 net sa. So I'll go for find mu0 net sa, that's my net cells, and I look for here. It's still searching. Okay, so I got the net cells. And then I right click, copy, and I put it in key figures. Okay, so net cells, insert, and then I'm just left with one more, which is my cost of goods sold. So that would be mu0 COGS. So cost of goods sold, mu0 cost of goods sold, and then I just look for it. Okay, it didn't take me much time, so I just right click, I copy, and I paste it in key figures. So look at the dimensions. Dimensions are time, then material, okay, sales, sales organization and distribution channel, but then the key figures are quantities, which are sales quantity, revenue, discount, numeric, net sales, cost of goods sold. Okay, so after we are done with that, what we have to do is we have to expand the navigation attributes folder and place a check mark next to each attribute, okay, for OLAP. So I go here and I place a check mark for division, material, company code, and country key. This is necessary for online analytical processing. Okay, so I'll put a check mark, and then what happens is I activate my InfoCube. So then I look at here. So I have within time, calendar month, year, and calendar year / month. I have material, I have distribution channel, sales organization, then I have all the quantities here, and in the data package I have different things which I don't need. Okay, so then I activate my InfoCube. Okay, so now you can see that my InfoCube has been activated, and now I can toggle this, and I get back here, and now you will see Remember, this was when I created the InfoCube, I named it MU80, then my login 01 by company reporting, and you can see it has been activated. Okay, now the template one, I can just go back to my info object catalog. No, I don't need that. I can just go back to my all info objects. Okay, I just want to shorten it. Okay, so now I have this over here. I can have anything to display. I can have my here I can have this my back sales company data to show here. This is what it's showing in my screenshot, my by company, and then my key fields and data fields. Okay, so my key fields and data fields, I can choose anything from here, and I need to take this screenshot which would show me that I have created the InfoCube for the company. Okay, so I took a screenshot, and this is my second screenshot, and I paste it in my Word document, and I'm done. Okay, so now you have done SAP configuration. You have created DataStore, and you have created also an InfoCube. Wow. Okay.